Thanks for joining us on Your Kentucky at Home. I'm with Doug at American Chimney. Thanks for joining us today.
Hey, I'm glad to be back, Kimberly.
So I'm excited to talk about chimneys because it's something that a lot of homeowners don't know a lot about. And as you were saying when you were on our show before, it's worth between 8 to 10% of your home.
It is. The actual cash value of your home will fluctuate 8 to 12%, depending on whether you have a functioning chimney or not a functioning chimney. So it's really something you want to pay attention to when purchasing, buying, or selling a home, because that's a large chunk of change.
Speaking of that, people say that when you get a home inspected, they're going to check your chimney, but that's not necessarily the case.
No, that's absolutely true. The American Society of Home Inspectors very clearly state in Section 12 of what they don't do. And what they don't inspect when they come to your home is the interior portion of your chimney. They may look at the fire brick and the damper, and if it's not a steep roof, they may hop up there and point out something on the top. But they are not going to inspect the interior portions of your chimney by definition, which is the exact part of your chimney that keeps your home safe and keeps you and your family safe.
Well, and when you have a fireplace, obviously you want to use it. It's the focal point of the home, and when you're putting a fire in it, you need to make sure that it's going to protect you and your family.
Absolutely. We like to say if you're going to have a fire in your living room and you're going to trust something that was built 10 to 100 years ago by someone else, you want to make sure that that system is true and is correct. You want to make sure it's right.
So when you're purchasing a home, you may want to consider going to a company like yourself and having a certified inspector check out your chimney.
Absolutely. A lot of inspectors, to defend them, say, hey, this is outside what I normally do. You need to have it professionally inspected. And so then the homeowner is going to call a chimney sweep, which leads us into the next point I want to make. What is a chimney sweep? You know, what do we actually do? A lot of people, when we say chimney sweep, they think of Mary Poppins and Dick Van Dyke and someone that comes in and cleans their chimney. And this is something that we do. Obviously, we come in, we clean the chimney, we use professional equipment, but it is just a small fraction of the services we provide. We're professionals. We've all been to trade school. We've all been certified through the Chimney Safety Institute of America. And this designates and separates us from someone who just decided this was a cool thing to do or an easy way to make some money.
Which happens because you were telling me off camera that your industry is one of the few that it's not regulated. So you don't have to go to school and get trained on this specific trade to go out and inspect someone's chimney.
No, absolutely. So we're accustomed to calling a tradesman into our home, and we rightly assume that a plumber or an electrician is certified, licensed, and trained. There is not a single law in the books that requires even 5 minutes of training on how to inspect chimneys or to be familiar with codes and regulations that govern their performance and maintenance to hold yourself out as a professional chimney sweep.
So what does a homeowner need to ask when they're calling a chimney company, other than you, obviously?
Well, yeah, well, it's not just, obviously, we feel like we're the very best.
Yes.
There are 1,900 certified chimney sweeps in the entire country. Mm-hmm. We have 5 of them here in-house, myself included, so we have 4 on staff and myself. But there are other certified chimney sweeps. So the only nationally recognized certification is the Certified Chimney Sweep. So the Chimney Safety Institute of America. That's a great place to start, so you know that this person has actually gone to school as a professional tradesman, and they can reference codes, and they can make sure that the performance and the maintenance of your chimney is at the forefront of what they're looking for when you hire a professional.
And one of the other things that you're saying that's really important for people to look for is insurance, to make sure that they're certified and bonded.
Absolutely. Now, it's legally required that all tradesmen have general liability and workman's compensation insurance, but nobody regulates that. So it's the homeowners have to do their due diligence when they bring a tradesman onto their property, especially in high-risk occupations like chimney sweeping and roofing, to make certain that the contractor or the tradesman coming to your home has workman's compensation insurance. If some unfortunate mishap should occur and someone get hurt, the homeowner is going to be on the hook for any responsibility. It can put you in an uncomfortable position. So it's so important that you make sure that the people that come to your home are certified, that they have proper insurance, and that they're performing the jobs and they're performing the services that are valuable to you, that you can get from a certified individual.
And we're going into the summer, which you wouldn't necessarily think chimneys, but because of all the rain, we are having issues with people seeing their chimneys leak. So it's very important that we know this information.
Absolutely. We get smells, we get odors, we get leaks, we perform inspections. Like I say, a great place to start is with the Chimney Safety Institute of America, because that's where you're going to find your qualified tradesmen in this craft.
All right, thank you so much, Doug. I really
it's been
appreciate
great being here today. Thanks.
We'll be back with more Your Kentuckiana Home in a moment.